Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have an excellent show for y'all. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. So yesterday, they were on Gills Arena, and they were talking about the comments that Victor Wembanyama had to make about his perennial matchups with Chet Holmgren. And during this conversation, somehow it kind of turned into rivals. And on the panel, you had Gilbert Arenas, you had Nick Young, Brandon Jennings, and Kenyon Martin. And the host, I think his name is Josiah. So they're talking about this thing. And you could see quickly that the conversation was now veering off to another direction. And I think it was Brandon Jennings that brought up Carmelo versus LeBron James, especially when LeBron was in Cleveland. Now, for those of you who don't know, they all came in the same draft class: Carmelo, D-Wade, LeBron, right? And Carmelo Anthony was supposed to win the Rookie of the Year. Somehow he lost the Rookie of the Year to LeBron, even though his team made the playoffs. But throughout the years, they really used to compete with one another. When Melo was in Denver and LeBron was with the Cavs, they used to really go at each. Even when Melo went to the Knicks, right? It was always Showtime TV to see, primetime TV to see LeBron versus Melo, and they used to have some battles, right? And it was must-see TV because you're seeing top forwards in the NBA going, small forwards going at one another, and that's how the league used to be. You would have big marquee matchups like guards going against certain guards, forwards like maybe Tracy McGrady versus Paul Pierce. That's the way the NBA was. Kevin Garnett versus Tim Duncan, Kobe versus, I don't know, Vince Carter or Tracy. However, that's how the NBA, Steve Francis versus Baron Davis or Steve Nash. That's how the league was, right? So it was very much a thing. But then Brandon Jennings started talking about, oh, well, it's not a rivalry because LeBron was winning all of the MVP awards. And Kmart was like, bro, you know what you're talking about. This ain't got nothing to do with MVPs. This has to do with one-on-one matchups and me going at the other guy, right? And then just degenerated into this big shouting match and people were going off on one another. And then Kenyon Martin, in the midst of all of that, decides to basically say the thing that a lot of us knew, which was, if LeBron was as bad as he was and he was doing all of this stuff to Melo and why did he run to Miami? And I'm like, ooh, LeBron fans are not going to be happy about this. But before we get into this heated exchange, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds. And I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me, and you like to play safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to play exactly what these guys had to say to one another here, and I want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to these guys here.
I get that point, but I don't think so because Chet played with the MVP, and the way and where Wemby's going in his career, I don't think Chet is ever going to be able to get those awards or ever be able to compete to be able to say, yo, this is a rivalry.
Because not the awards, but we guard each other.
But it's like we guard each other. But it's like to me, it's like, all right, when you say player rivalries, right? I'm thinking when I say Magic and Bird, right? Yeah. Michael Jordan versus everybody in the '90s. You know what you got?
Kobe T-Mac,
Kobe T-Mac, you know,
they do the same. They got the same skill set.
what is it? LeBron and Steph.
They got the same.
No, that was not a rivalry.
I think that is
That's a rivalry.
Same skill set.
That's a rivalry.
It was LeBron versus Melo and LeBron versus KD versus Melo.
See, I don't even think that was a real rivalry.
It was LeBron versus Golden State Warriors.
No,
there's never been a rivalry.
The Melo and Bron thing, I think that lasted. I think that lasted maybe 2 years, like maybe 2 or 3 years, and then after that, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was still.
Watch them.
I think that's
those games when you're thinking about team success.
No. What I'm telling you is, go watch them two play against each other.
They guard. It's them. They both.
Go watch them. Listen, I was 6.5 years in Denver, a year and a half in New York. And
one was getting MVPs, and the other one was.
We're talking about the individual matchup.
I know, but that stops the rivalry.
No, that doesn't stop the
I think that stops the rivalry, though. But because
it was more about.
Now you want to bring trophies in. We're talking about the individual.
I think
want to move the fucking goal.
No, but that's the rivalry. How you gonna? How's it gonna be a rivalry if I'm getting MVP and all this, and you keep comparing somebody to me that's not even on my level?
Because they came in together.
That's cool.
LeBron has his Rookie of the Year trophy at home.
MVP.
That's what I'm saying. The man has his Rookie of the Year trophy at home.
Melo thought he deserved it.
Okay, stop that.
His rookie. That was
Melo didn't think that.
If I'm getting sports world, you have a better team.
Including Melo.
You have a better team.
LeBron had a better team than
never
Melo?
had a better team.
He won MVPs?
No, he didn't.
No, he did not.
Never had a better team.
No, we're not doing that. Didn't Melo make the playoffs his rookie year?
Yes. That Denver team was way better than the
Cleveland.
That Denver team was way better than the Cavs.
When he
Which team y'all? Hold on.
That's one of the most overrated
Denver teams y'all speak of? Do know that I played that, right?
No, that's fine. And I do understand. And I do know LeBron James
was better than Cleveland.
MVPs and once I win the MVP,
okay, we talking about the MVP.
There's no more rivalry.
Go watch the game.
You gotta go get the MVP. There's no more rivalry.
Go watch the game. Now you're bringing trophies in.
Yeah. If I get an MVP and they want to talk about this rivalry, this ain't no rivalry.
Matchup.
This ain't no rivalry no more.
Go look at the numbers.
This ain't no rivalry. Go get the hardware.
Look at the numbers. When they played when every team Bron was on, Melo was on. Go look at the numbers.
Go look at the wins. Go look at the domination. Go look at the MVP every year.
Go look at
5 years to the finals. How's this a rivalry?
Sound good.
How's this a rivalry?
Sound good. That's team success.
Y'all use team success.
What do you mean? I'm the MVP of NBA. How is that team success? I'm the best nigga in the league. What are we talking about?
Let me ask you something.
My team sucked in Cleveland and we got to the finals.
Hold on.
And got swept.
And got the MVP.
And got swept.
If me and you play against each other, we're guarding each other. You average 30 and I average 30. No matter if my team is good or bad, this is our scores. If your team is number 1 and I'm last, and we're both playing against each other, and I'm scoring 30 every time I play you. You go win a championship. We still have a rivalry, me and you.
We don't.
Because no matter how good my team is, when we play you, I come to play.
That's what you come to play in the regular season, but you never come to play when it counts the most, and that's in the finals. When you're not there, so it doesn't matter. You're not there. So this is not a rivalry. This is not a rivalry. You ain't there. You ain't there,
right?
No, but they got to the playoffs. I didn't say they were supposed to play. I said they got to the playoffs. They got to the playoffs.
There were 8.
They got to the playoffs.
There were 8.
Did LeBron James get to the playoffs? No. So what happened?
In a weak ass Eastern Conference. So why didn't he? If all this
greatness, I mean, the East is weak. Everybody played in the East. Everybody played in the East. The East is weak. His team was trash. On the same team, everybody was fighting against him. Didn't want to play all this. But then again, 3 years later after that, what? MVP, and then I'm going to the finals.
Success, right?
I'm the guy. This is my team. LeBron James.
Yes, all that. But
thank you. Go
watch the game, Brandon. Go watch the game.
I did.
Go watch. No, I did. Go watch.
I did watch the games.
Which games?
I did watch.
Which games?
All of them. I watched the games.
Each time Melo played Bron.
I saw LeBron. Yes.
Each time.
It was a rival. You know why it was a rival? Yes. They came in. Boom, boom, boom. But after he got MVP, it's a wrap.
Brandon said too.
So once he got MVP, it was a wrap.
So you watched every time they played against each other. You watched those.
It was a wrap. I don't care what the numbers were.
Every time they played against each other, you watched those games.
When he got MVP, when LeBron James got MVP, it was a wrap.
I heard that already.
I know, so it doesn't matter.
So you said that shit 7 times.
It don't matter.
So I'm asking you a different question.
What?
You just stated that. So you watched every game that Melo played against LeBron. You watched every game. Every single one of them.
Damn near.
No, that ain't what I asked.
Damn near. Damn near. Damn near. I mean, damn near.
So that wasn't a rivalry. When they played against each other, that wasn't a rivalry?
Yeah, in the first couple years. In the first couple years, yes.
When LeBron was in Miami,
I don't see no rivalry.
When LeBron was in Miami and Melo came to town.
Look at them numbers.
Was when Melo came to town.
Look at the numbers. That's good basketball. That ain't a rivalry.
Pull them up. Pull the numbers up.
Yeah.
All I know is at the end of the year, who was doing this?
If Kobe come to
Y'all
town,
are using team success.
No, that's just the name.
And he had to go join some. So what are you saying?
Team success.
If he would have stayed his ass in Cleveland, would he have done all that? We talking truth, right? Like we talking truth, right? If he would have stayed his ass in Cleveland, he wouldn't have the. He went down and joined another.
The fact
Since we're talking facts,
the fact is what happened.
Yeah, the fact is what happened.
The fact is what happened.
The fact is what happened. And join another
MVP
finals.
Let me join another
Ask the bell.
Hey, since this is before your time,
and join another.
Let me show you the difference between mindsets, between team success, stop it, and player success. There was a guy by the name of Kobe who had 3 rings.
There we go.
Yes.
There was a dude in Orlando who was beating him in scoring. Do you think Kobe used his 3 rings to say this is not a competition? He said, this team, this is between me and him. I'm supposed to beat him because my team is better. But that's my rival right there. That's who I'm trying to beat. He beat me in a scoring title. I want this scoring title because I don't want him to have it. That was my rivalry. Shaq, do not double. This is between me and him.
Okay.
Leave me on the island just like he's going to be left on the island. Don't help. This is one-on-one. What'd you hear Shaq say? Hey, all right, Mr. Badass, guard the mother yourself. Nobody help him. He said he can stop him. Do it. They're a rival. That is the isolate. The rings don't matter at that point. Kobe had 3. You don't use team success when it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
What? So
that's what that is.
In this situation,
so if I'm 0-20 and you're 20-0 and we come to town, I'm expecting you to stop me. Because me and you guarding each other. Right. So if I give your ass 45,
right, during the regular season,
don't use your team record.
No,
don't use your team record. Say, oh, we got the win.
Listen, you did all that.
We got the win.
Because listen, at the end of the day, where are you at when it's time to go get that ring though? Where are you though? You're not in the building. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you do.
Not joining another team. That's where I'm at.
And then also that point that you made about Kobe.
Not going to Miami.
Listen, that point that y'all made about Kobe, I'm sorry.
I ain't taking my talent
I'm LeBron James. I was always number 1. I ain't had to deal with that shit.
Melo didn't take his talent to the best to go join another. He didn't do that.
He got different minds.
He didn't do that. No, that was later. At his peak, we're talking. No, that was later, right? When he was so he didn't jump ship.
He wasn't still Melo. He wasn't still Melo when he got to New York.
He didn't jump ship out of Denver. When he didn't jump ship. Let me see. Who in the West? Who in the West can I go join? You know what? Let me go join Kobe.
Hey, listen, hold on.
Whoa.
Did he have the leverage?
Let me go join.
Did he have the leverage? Did he have the leverage? Did he have the leverage?
Melo go join Kobe.
Did he have the leverage?
Melo go join.
Did he have that leverage?
Thank you.
Did he have the leverage?
Free agents just leave. Did Dwayne Wade not have a championship already when LeBron James got to Miami?
Yeah, and then
did he have a championship? It's a yes or no question.
Yeah, one.
It's a yes or so. Therefore, the other dude had more team success than you, so you go join another dude. Because you took your ass to the finals and got swept.
Yeah, I got swept. I did all I could.
So you did all you could, but you couldn't get it done. So then you go join them. So this guy didn't do that.
Okay.
Excellent. So you heard what they had to say. I gotta say, Brandon Jennings was doing a lot of shouting, but he didn't know what he was talking about. Number 1. Number 2, he was trying to oversimplify the conversation. Oh, because I won the MVP, that makes I'm the best in the NBA. No, it don't. Because you won the MVP means you won the MVP. That's all it means. It means generally you were the best player on the best team with the biggest impact. That's what the MVP has always meant. It doesn't mean you're the best player in the world. It never meant that, right? The year Barkley won the MVP over Jordan, he was better than Jordan. Like, what are we talking about? The year Steve Nash won MVPs over Kobe and Shaq, he was better than, like, so knock it off, right? Number 1. Number 2, Brandon Jennings and Nick Young, y'all was doing a lot of, like, y'all was working really hard to ride LeBron's nuts in that sound. But like, y'all was working extra. Like, it's like, nah, we riding his nuts, man. Nah, there ain't no stopping us. Ain't no getting off. Nah, bro, we riding this train. Like, it gave that kind of vibe. Like, y'all was like really, really down for the get down in that sound. Y'all was a little bit too fired up over it. Right? That's the way it came off to me. In terms of LeBron, bro, who don't know this? That's why a lot of the people in the comments were not happy, because Gills Arena has a lot of LeBron fans that follow that page. So they were not happy. Well, why Kenyon always mad? They can say whatever they want. They can't say he was lying. So he's saying that Melo wasn't this. He was winning the MVP. So he was like, if he was that dude, why did he go to Miami? This is the point that Kenyon Martin, if he was that dude and he's the best, why did he run to Miami? He was also talking about the fact, son, the East was trash. So going to all of those finals, it don't matter because the conference was ass cheeks. And he was saying Melo was facing tougher competition in the West. Then Gil brought up the point of, oh, if you take the top dogs all the way, if you move them to the East, they're going to, and it's true. Who don't know this? The East was ass. It only had like two teams. That was either the Celtics or the Pistons for a short period, and then the Magic. And then one year you had the Atlanta Hawks that played well. In the West, it was stout from top to bottom. Top to bottom, like top to bottom. Denver, the Lakers, the Spurs, the Mavs. I can't even remember Portland at one point. Like OKC. Like, what are we talking about here? But he brought up a good point. Yes, he ran. He ran. It's one of the reasons. So if you're saying he's this and this, why did he run? Why did he run? You're getting on Melo. He was like, Melo could have been like, I'm going to go play with Kobe Bryant. I'm going to go play with Tim Duncan. He could have did the same thing. So Kenyon Martin brought up a point that I think that a lot of the guys on that follow that channel don't want to hear, but it's the truth. And I feel like Brandon Jennings was doing a lot of shouting, but he wasn't really being reasonable. I'm the MVP. I'm the best. No, you're not. Winning the MVP does not make you the best player in the world. It does not make you the best player in the world. It doesn't. It doesn't. So all the years that Jordan never won the MVP, he won 5. All the other years, he wasn't the best. Like, come on, knock it off. Like, knock it. That's a simplistic way of looking at things. And then Kenyon Martin is saying, okay, let's follow that line of thinking. If you're the best, why you run? Why did you go join another finals MVP and a guy that just led the league in scoring the year prior in D Wade? Why did you bring a 20-10 guy, Chris Bosh, that was always leading his teams to the playoffs in the Eastern Conference? Why'd you do that if you're the best? Melo didn't do that. It's the point he's making. And then he turned, well, he could have did that, but he didn't. Because back then, you did something like that, you would look like a bozo. It was only players towards the end of their primes that they gave a green light. That's why Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen didn't get the same smoke that D Wade, Chris Bosh, and those other guys got in the heart of their primes. But we know this already. The only people that don't know this are people that sit down and read Basketball Reference all day long. Those are the only ones that don't know this. Everybody else, we know this. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comments. We catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.